I'm Richard Manwaring. I had the pleasure and honor to be involved with many others in the establishment of the Ensign Symphony and Chorus 10 years ago.
Hi, I'm Jackie. My husband is Rob Archibald, the founder and original music director of Ensign Symphony and Chorus. Rob is a dreamer, and he has big ideas, and sometimes those ideas turn into something amazing, like they did with Ensign Symphony and Chorus. Rob felt drawn to start a high caliber choir and orchestra, and he thought it should happen in New York or Seattle. But our family lives in Portland, Oregon area. Rob was undeterred. He figured he could fly back and forth to New York every week for rehearsals, but unfortunately there were no flights home after a late rehearsal on a Thursday from the East Coast to the West Coast. So New York was out for now.
My preparation for involvement with Ensign began in Colorado in 2008, when I was called to serve as the president of the Colorado Mormon Chorale, now Colorado Saints Chorale. It was wonderful to be a part of something so meaningful and much larger than oneself. Near the end of 2010, after nearly 3 years of service, I received word of a pending announcement for a responsible position in our Seattle office. The person retiring from the position encouraged me to consider applying for it. I was honored but not interested. At the beginning of 2011, I received an official copy of the Seattle job announcement. As I read it, I received a powerful spiritual witness that I needed to apply for the position. I took care in preparing the application over a few days, reviewed it, and hit the send button. At that moment, I received a second clear witness. You are doing my will. I was asked to come to Seattle for an interview. After returning to my hotel in Bellevue, I prayed that the right thing would happen, whatever it might be. I received my third witness. You will get the job. And so it happened. I arrived in the Seattle area on a Saturday. The next day was Sunday, February 27th, 2011, and I decided to attend the nearby Mercer Island ward. When I walked into the Mercer Island chapel, my first thought was, this would be a perfect rehearsal space. It was there, on my second day in town, that I met Sheila Bateman and many others who would later become instrumental in establishing the Ensign Symphony and Chorus. In early November 2012, I received a call from Sheila Bateman, whom I will always think of as the mother of Ensign. She told me she'd received a call from Rob Archibald, the founder and former director of the Portland Ensign Choir. He was interested in exploring the possibility of establishing a similar ensemble in the Seattle area. On the afternoon of Saturday, November 10th, Rob and I met at the Applebee's restaurant in Factoria in Bellevue. It was a ground-shifting meeting.
A few years before the idea of Ensign, Rob had a vision of a beautiful concert hall near the water, but Portland doesn't have a concert hall like that. So Rob actually looked into property and building plans to build one. That idea didn't take off, but during a trip to Seattle to explore the idea of Ensign, Rob took a tour of Benaroya Hall, and there it was, the magnificent hall he had envisioned so many years ago. He knew right then and there that Ensign would be in Seattle, and that they would call this magnificent concert hall their home.
With any big endeavor, you got to have someone with a vision. And Rob was the one with the vision. And so he got people involved with it. They reached out to me about being the board chair. They were looking for people that had interest in music and connections in the community. So we decided we wanted to, if we were going to do this, we were going to go for it, swing for the fences. And so we wanted to perform at Benaroya Hall. We wanted to do several concerts a year. We wanted to be a choir and a full orchestra.
The first rehearsal took place on September 5th, 2013 at the Mercer Island building, the same space I thought was perfect for rehearsals when I first entered it 2.5 years earlier.
That first year we had 130 in the choir. It was a lot of people. But when we all got together, I remember those first rehearsals, just how amazing it was with all those voices there and just feeling lost in the sound.
On October 21st, 2013, we came together for our first concert with Jenny Oakes Baker as our guest artist. Before the doors opened to the public, we gathered in the magnificent rotunda to warm up and to receive final guidance from Rob. At that moment, words of spiritual confirmation came with power to my heart and mind. This is why you are here.
be back 4 more times this year. Yeah, we've already got it booked the rest of the year. So.
That's great.
Okay.
Choir on stage, please. Choir on stage.
Ready? Perfect.
My name is Rob Archibald. I'm the music director of the Ensign Symphony and Chorus. And what I want to tell you is this is your group. This is your ensemble. Many of you are our family and friends. Thank you so much for allowing this to be a part of our lives and of your lives.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Boye. I am recording an album here at Platinum Sound, the most famous recording studio in New York. I just want to make this awesome announcement. Saturday, July the 5th, I'm going to be performing with the Ensign Symphony and Chorus at the Benaroya Hall. It's going to be so awesome. I'm so excited, and I hope to see you guys there.
Bittersweet tears in the sleepless nights. I used to pray he'd take it all away, but instead it became a beautiful heartbreak.
My journey with Ensign started a couple years before I actually joined the organization. I moved to Washington in 2016 to work on my doctorate in choral conducting at the University of Washington. And I had heard about this organization, Ensign Symphony and Chorus, and someone said, you should get involved. And I thought, there's no way I can get involved while I'm working on my doctorate. So I reached out to the then conductor, Rob Archibald, and I said, I'm busy with my doctorate, but I would like to get involved with this organization. What can I do? And he wrote back and said, well, we do need help arranging some chorus pieces for our upcoming Hillary Weeks concert. And I said, I love Hillary Weeks, can I please help? And so I helped do several numbers on that concert. Then enjoyed coming to the concert and hearing it all brought to life, and I got to meet Hillary Weeks, which was amazing. And you know, I knew this was something I wanted to be part of. So the next year I helped again when David Archuleta came to join Ensign the first time, wrote some of the parts there as well. And then that summer, I heard that Rob was stepping down as conductor, and I had a friend reach out and said, you should really apply for this. And I still was unsure how it was going to happen. I was going to be going into my third year of my doctoral program, but saw that it was going to be a beneficial move, not only for my career, but in my personal life, because I had seen what the organization was. I knew this was something important to be part of. And so I threw my hat in the ring. And in October of 2018, I was offered the position as the conductor and artistic director, and it has been an absolute joy for the past 5 years. A pandemic in the middle of these past 5 years, but it was still a joy to work with everyone involved, to work our way together through that pandemic and to bring light and joy and hope to the people of Puget Sound. And through our virtual choirs, we were able to reach people all around the world.
genuinely thank each of you for making this big idea a reality. Seattle Ensign Symphony and Chorus, 5 years, has become 10 years now. Make it another 10.
Our gratitude extends to all who have served and who currently serve in the ensemble. To all who have been or are part of the Ensign Symphony and Chorus, the words of a Celtic prayer return to you.